Okay, so let's talk about the modern smart building. You've got this huge challenge, right? You have all these amazing smart devices from literally hundreds of different brands, but they don't automatically speak the same language. So how on earth do you get them all to work together? Well, let's dive in and find out. And the scale of this challenge is absolutely massive. You've got the KNX standard, which is the global benchmark for this stuff, and there are over 8,000 certified products on the market. That is just a staggering variety of sensors, switches, lights, you name it. And all those products, they're made by more than 500 different manufacturers. I mean, just imagine trying to get a light switch from one company to talk to a dimmer from another company, and then maybe a thermostat from a third. Without some kind of universal translator, it would just be chaos. So that really brings us to the million-dollar question. How do you take this gigantic ecosystem of devices and weave it into one seamless, intelligent system? How do you actually plan, design, and get a project with this much complexity up and running? Well, the answer is a single, incredibly powerful piece of software, ETS, which stands for the Engineering Tool Software. You can think of it as the master key. It's the one tool, totally independent of any manufacturer, that can configure any certified KNX product. It brings that entire ecosystem together under one roof. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through how it all works. We'll start by helping you pick the right license for you. Then we'll actually design a digital version of a building, link devices together, and finally, bring the whole project to life. By the end, you'll know exactly what you need to do to start your journey to becoming a KN expert. All right, first things first. Before you can even think about programming, you need the software itself. But ETS isn't just a one-size-fits-all thing. It comes in a few different flavors, each one tailored for different users and different needs. So the big question is, which one is right for you? Are you a student who's just learning the ropes? Maybe a homeowner who wants to work on their own system? Or are you a professional system integrator who's managing huge, complex projects? This table breaks it down really nicely. The demo version is totally free, which is perfect for just getting your feet wet with up to 5 devices. The light version bumps that up to 20 devices, and it's great for training or really small projects. For a homeowner managing their own place, the home license gives you 64 devices. And then for the pros, ETS Professional just removes all the limits. Go wild. Okay, so you've got your license, now it's time to start building. And the first part of any project doesn't happen on site with wires and tools. It happens right here, on the computer, where you basically create a digital blueprint of the physical building. The professional workflow in ETS pretty much always follows these 5 steps. It's a really logical flow that takes you from the building's basic layout all the way to downloading the program onto the actual hardware. Let's break down those first couple of steps. Step 1 is all about getting organized. You create what's called a digital twin of your building right inside ETS. You can lay out the different floors, all the individual rooms, and even the electrical cabinets where the devices live. Trust me, this structure makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for later on. Next up, you have to tell ETS what devices you're actually using. Every single KNX manufacturer provides a free database file for all their products. So you just find the files for the light switches, sensors, and actuators you're using in your project, import them, and boom, they're ready to go inside ETS. Now we get to the real magic, teaching your devices how to communicate with each other. This is where you actually define all the logic and automation that makes a building truly smart. So, step 3 is all about setting parameters. This is where you customize how every single device behaves, and you can get incredibly detailed here. For example, you can decide if a long press on a button triggers a goodbye scene for the whole house, or how slowly the light should dim to create a perfect movie night vibe. Every little detail is defined right here. The next step, creating group addresses, is the absolute heart of the system. Seriously, think of them as virtual wires. You're linking a function from a sensor, like a button press, to a function on an actuator, like turning on a light. This is the script that runs your entire building, and it's what gives you this incredible flexibility that you just can't get with old-school wiring. And now for what is, honestly, the most satisfying part. You've designed this entire intricate system digitally. It's finally time to take that plan from your computer and bring it to life in the actual physical building. This is step 5, the grand finale of the workflow, commissioning. This is the moment of truth, where that configuration you've so carefully built gets transferred to all the physical devices installed on the KNX bus, which you can think of as the building's central nervous system. So here's how it actually works. You connect your laptop to the KNX bus with a special interface, usually through USB or over the network. Then, you go to each device, you press a tiny programming button on it, and that tells the device, hey, I'm ready to listen. ETS then finds it and downloads the specific configuration you made just for that one device. You just repeat that for every device in your project. But what happens if something doesn't work the way you expected? Well, that's where the software's powerful diagnostic tools come into play. See, ETS isn't just for programming. It's also for testing and troubleshooting your entire installation. And the most critical tool for this is the group monitor. It essentially lets you eavesdrop on the bus, seeing every single command as it flies by in real time. You can see which switch sent it, which light received it, and if it was understood. It's an absolutely essential tool for debugging and making sure everything is running perfectly. Okay, so we've just walked through the entire workflow, from a blank slate to a fully commissioned system. You might be thinking, wow, this is powerful, but where do I even start? Well, the great news is you can start learning today and you can do it for free. The KNX Association lays out a really clear path for you. First, just create a free MyKNX account. That unlocks the ETS eCampus, which is a free, interactive online training course. When you finish it, you don't just get a certificate, you also earn a voucher for a temporary ETS Lite license, so you can start working on your own small projects. And get this, if you want to practice without buying a single piece of hardware, there's an app called KNX Virtual. It's a free program that simulates a complete KNX installation right on your computer. You can use it with your ETS software to program virtual devices and see exactly how they respond, giving you priceless hands-on experience for zero cost. So there you have it. You have the tool, you understand the workflow, and you have a totally free path to start learning. The only real limit is your own imagination. I mean, the ability to integrate thousands of devices from hundreds of brands opens up a world of possibilities. So your smart building is waiting. What are you going to create?